What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. So today I'm getting ready to use my 3D scanner. A while back I bought a full custom or TMI interior set for the 57, but when you buy those sets, they're all for stock floor, stock driveline tunnel, and as you know, in this car, it's a fully custom floor and driveline tunnel. Everything has been handmade by myself, so nothing fits. So I've had to, the back seat, I've had to cut it apart to get it to fit in here. And now I'm getting ready to scan the floor because I need to make a cross member that goes from one side to the driveline tunnel. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Building custom cars, you gotta do this kind of stuff. So here's what we're looking at. Here is the side piece. I've trimmed some stuff off of this already. I cut it down. There's the other one. That's the passenger side. I've cut the center section out, and I've trimmed and trimmed and trimmed. And I still need to do some more trimming. I'm going to cut those corners off so it'll go down in there more. And then I got to cut the back piece off a little bit more and get it to fit in there. But I also need to have a cross member that supports it in the front, right? And then from there, I'm going to build a cage that encapsulates this and holds this in place. To do that, I'm going to 3D scan this section, and then I'm going to get into SolidWorks and model and build my cross member. I'm going to use some scanning spray because this is awful shiny and the scanner will have a hard time picking it up. So I'm going to spray it, get the scanner over here, and then we'll start scanning. I'm probably not going to go into all the CAD work in this video because, to be honest, I still am struggling a lot with it, but we'll go through the scanning process of this and I'll show you that. What I have is a Peel 3D scanner, and this is the Peel program. There's nothing on there right now because I got to start scanning. I've already calibrated the scanner and everything's ready to go. I just gotta spray the floor and then we can start scanning. So I'm gonna get that done and then I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I have everything scanned on both sides, or sprayed on both sides. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you can see the white stuff. That's what the spray is. You can see it really well over there. So that all it does is it takes the shininess away to where the scanner can pick up the surface area. This stuff will disappear in, I think, 4 hours or something like that. It's not harmful. You can spray it on anything. I sprayed it on the door panel of that. I got a little bit overspray on there. It's just going to disappear. It's no big deal. You can spray it on anything and it doesn't hurt it. It just disappears eventually. So now we're going to get ready to start scanning. Hopefully I won't have to put no targets down. Hopefully it'll pick it up. But if it doesn't, then I'll put some targets down and we'll go from there. Now this scanner has, you can't see it, red. There's a red light there on the thing. That means I'm too close. Green is perfect. Blue is too far away. So the scanner is doing a really good job. You can see that down there. Just picking up what I need. See, I got Let's pause it. Let's see if we can move around here. See, I got the driveline tunnel and the other spot where the other side of it, I got this angle. I got this angle right here. I got the side. And I got the driveline tunnel. That's really all I need for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to go to the next step, clean this scan up, and hopefully it'll be good. Looks like I got a double scan right there. So I'm going to take that out, clean that up. Yeah, I got a double scan. Look at that. So I might cut this in half and get rid of all that and then redo it, add another scan in to where I got that, make sure that's the right distance, because that does not look right to me. So go to our next step. And like this, like I said, I'm going to move this like this, and I'm going to cut off all of that. I'm going to cut all that off, and then I'm going to add another scan to it. So this is all I'm keeping out of that scan. And that looks pretty good. That looks good enough. So I can clean that up a little bit more, but for what I'm doing, that's fine. So now I'm going to come over here, add new scan, and then we're going to come back and we're going to scan again. I just took a quick little scan. Now we're going to go to the check it out. That's much better. That's better. So now I will clean this one up, and then I'll merge the scans together. All right, this scan's going to work. I'm going to move everything over to the table so I'm not sitting here on my knees and trying to get this figured out, and then I'll come back. Okay, that's much better over on the table. So now, looking at this, I'm going to cut this off right here because I don't need that. What I need is this from, I hope you can see this arrow, from right here straight across. That's what I need. This angle right here, these angles, and these angles. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this in SolidWorks, and then I'm going to cut it out on the CNC and bend them up to make my cross brace. So grab this side, bring it around where it's horizontal, grab the arrow, and there, right there, that'll work. Continue. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this one up. I'm going to merge them together now. Surface fit, merge succeeded. So I just merged the two scans together by best surface fitment, and it worked out perfect. Okay. Okay, now I clean it up even more and then start moving it over into SolidWorks. There's my scan. I'm not going to go into, like I said, I'm not going to go into how I'm going to draw this. I'm not going to go into how I'm going to make this and move this all into SolidWorks, because like I said, I'm still trying to figure that part of this out. That has been my biggest struggle with this tool, is figuring out what to do from here into SolidWorks to have usable files. So that's where I'm going to get familiar with that before I film any of that. But that's the scanner. That's how I scan. And you can see it does a really, really good job. I didn't even do any cleanup on this. I didn't do the real cleanup. And like look at that. That is super smooth. Super smooth surface. And I will be able to hopefully use this angle to get that profile of that angle. Can't see. Get that angle of that wall right there, and then get all across, get the dimensions for across, and then go up on the driveline tunnel as well. Because the driveline tunnel is not straight. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. You can look, it's straight right here, and then it curves up. It starts to curve up right there. So I think the structure, the cross member, is going to come up and come right around on this curve. So that's why I need it. But I have to get that dimension after I have to get the height set for the cross member after I get the fiberglass seat bucket installed and ready to go. Get it trimmed down and ready to go. And then I can get my height for my cross member. But for now, this is all I needed for the scan. That being said, but that's going to be it for this one. Just a quick video on the scanning process. And then once I get figured out how to model it from here, maybe I'll do a video on that. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button. I'll catch you on the next one.